You have two legends here who we never thought we'd see back in the air, but the persuasion of EAA and the absolute joy of having them back is in the air at this time. These two gentlemen, along with others, formed not only the two crew of Holland and a four-ship formation known as the Force that includes the three guys I mentioned. And Jack Newton, give the Golden Knights jump airplane and the pilots a big wave, if you will. Let them see those arms, let them see those hands. Get animated. Show your love to the Army. In the lead is Matt Chapman. He's in the red and white airplane. Bill Stein climbed the right wing. He's in the yellow airplane. Pete Montine is the owner of the red airplane. Dr. Stan Moy is the owner of the yellow airplane. As the dudes come out of the
slats automatically deploy, two on each wing to give it a massive curved airfoil in combination with those flaps. With a decent headwind, as you can see, this plane literally seems to hang in the air.
What makes this plane so unique is its ability to deliver an 800 to 1,000 pound payload to short, steep, unimproved runways. The airstrips this plane has flown onto have been as short as 470 feet with mountains surrounding them. Jar's
ability and speed. And the sound of raw power. Jim often flies his routine with it in a limited way, then mostly used in racing after World War II was over. Watch for Jim to execute the roll. Capable of speeds over 470 miles per hour. 18-cylinder Pratt & Whitney engine. This airplane, the Korean War hero, is the single-seat carrier-borne up to 4,000 pounds of external stores. Combination of an awesome arsenal. Speed, power, and maneuverability made this airplane a favorite during World War II and the Korean War. Pinnacle of Corsair designs. World War II, it made its debut. Impressive score of aerial victories against Japan's best fighters. And again, 1976, 77.
Start with a very special. Aaron Miller has joined us here. Aaron, tell us about what we're about to see first.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look medium level to your right, coming from right to left is the Pink Jet. Let's welcome the Pink Jet to Oshkosh. More than just an aircraft, an L-39 Albatros military trainer jet that travels across the country and North America, using aviation as a platform to raise awareness for breast cancer, encourage early detection, support survivors, and inspire the next generation of women in aviation. You'll see following behind it, from high-performance military jets to commercial airliners and custom-built racing aircraft. Beyond raising awareness, the Pink Jet team speaks to aviation groups, flight schools, and community organizations about the signs and symptoms of breast cancer and the importance. Latvia discovered her passion for aviation at the age of 16 and never looked back. Olga has flown life-saving medical transport missions, earned her airline transport pilot certificate, and now flies large cabin business jets around the world. Olga is a highly accomplished aviator with experience spanning decorative items. And here we go, Chris, in the blue jet above, taking off. Here you go. Olga Stanikova flying the Pink Jet. And we wish those two pilots flying safe today. They're heading out from Oshkosh today, so let's...
Consolidated Vultee Corporation. Over 11,000 of these were built. It's the aircraft in the lead with the fixed gear. And then the Navion L-17, also known as the U-18, depending on the version, but most of them are L-17s. But what a beautiful setup here of our Warbirds coming from right to left, Steve. Steve, here. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All of you.
Scenes before, during the Vietnam War, bird dogs were used to mark targets with white phosphorus smoke rockets, and we just might see some of that later on today with our Tora bomb squad over in the pyro field. But the L-19s part of our liaison and observation, and of course the two chipmunks continuing their aviation journey, and would like to fly something that was similar to a fighter. So it's sort of roughly based on a P-51 Mustang, but avions are very popular post-World War II.
All right, Steve, folks, you want to get your cameras out right here. The L-19 group of 5 is going to pass from your right to your left. And this is a hot pass. They're going to show you what it looked like in combat action with the L-19 marking targets right here from the right.
Although the B-25 is probably most famous for the Doolittle raid, it served every theater of combat during World War II. One of the most versatile aircraft in the inventory.
25s from the right.
And bad weather, and the Devil Dog Squadron continues to fly to remember and tell the story of VMB 612. The first C-47 that passed.
Ready D-Day and the 90th anniversary, 2 C-47s. To knock down the enemy suppression. The Kavanaugh group heads out, but man, seeing the FM2 Wildcat, the Corsair, the TBM, man, the Corsair, oh gosh, that was something. Here it comes, 2 more T-28s as they make their last pass and head out north here.
now without hesitation. Next maneuver is the Nicholator. Bill Stein will pull to the vertical. He'll yaw right, yaw left, forward on the stick. He'll initiate a tumble. He'll roll the aircraft, bring it upright, put the nose back into the vertical, hang on the Hartzell prop, and possibly a toward roll, and that's what it looks like, and he did exactly what he said he was going to launch. It's Bill's version of a on top of the loop instead of a snap roll. Watch for the nose and watch the tail as he goes end over end. And then completes the maneuver. Give Bill Stein a big round of applause. He has been a very cool dude. Now off on your right, the sharp suit maneuver. Bill will pull to the vertical, slicing the horizon by 90 degrees. On the way up, he'll do 1.5. Quarter roll the knife edge flight, then one revolution of a right stick, right rudder, tumble, and a snap roll. Since retiring from Airshows, Bill Stein is working more than full-time as an Airshow and competition aerobatic coach. He is known as the coach's coach. If you want to be good, if you want to be the best, you will go to Bill Stein and get advice from the ground and advice in the air as well. He's one of the great members of the AMP. Now Airshow Center, get ready to wave. We're going to be in the selfie right now as he kicks the rudder. Okay, a nice shot. And for the folks up at the north end. Oh, right. Yes. What's that?
Hey Oshkosh, welcome back to Buddies from the right. He puts out a tribute to veterans all the time. He flies on behalf of our beautiful country. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is from the right, FEMA and the Viper Demo Team F-16 Falcon.
Horsepower R985 Pratt & Whitney radial engine. The sail was completely redesigned, and a CJ610 J85 jet engine was
operated brand to offer exhilarating flights with your next cup of Black Rifle coffee.
Jarrod is a Midwest native and a fourth-generation aviator. Raised in the aviation family, he has been an agricultural pilot since he began flying and has spent the last 25 years to help feed the world.
Here comes Jarrod Lindemann with Red Aerosmart.
The world's always flying Jeffco! Jarrod rocking through the sky. My name's Kyle Franklin.
And my name's Liz Franklin, and we hope you enjoy the
You have 3 airships in the fleet.
Yeah, that's correct. We have 3, one of them based in California, one here in Florida, and this one over here is actually the one from Ohio. And there currently we've got what is a high alpha, which would normally for an aircraft be a high power maneuver, but over here we just pitch it up and we allow the wind to do all the work.
And the airship itself is very susceptible to wind. Just the little variations in the wind we're getting today can move things around quite a bit.
Yeah, we're able to fly in fairly strong winds.
In front of the red flashing strobe.
He's doing a spin climb out, and that's also the aft engine, the lateral prop, which works the same as a tail rotor, helping him to be able to do that turn and do a high altitude climb out.
I think I see Doc looking out the window. Everybody give him a big...
It's an avgas. So as we watch Susan come down the show line, rolling up onto the inverted, she gives you that traditional air show pilot salute. Ladies and gentlemen, Oshkosh, let's get some welcome for a beautiful air show display of that big Super Stearman biplane. Ladies and gentlemen, Susan Dacy, Warbirds of America. The Warbird aircraft. The amazing aircraft came out too late for World War II. It was never bloodied in the hands of the United States. It was made for one reason. Jimmy Thatch, who a lot of combat pilots will tell you is responsible for the maneuver called the Thatch, 20% lighter in weight than the F6. 30% better climb rate, just like this. And 50 miles per hour faster. Now here's how they can do that. They shorten the fuselage, keep the weight down. They shorten the wings, keep the weight down. Now, the world of air racing, time to climb, and speed records, speed on a closed course. It was a favorite for years at the National Championship Air Races in Reno, Nevada, where it would be 1 year, the Rare Bear, owned by Lyle Shelton, would win the gold, and then the next year it